concerned about the fact that you said, I think if something happened, the system goes down for an hour or something, they have to report that.
Yes, sir.
Well, how would you know if it went down an hour? I mean, you depended on the honor system from them to tell you that it went down for an hour?
To an extent, yes. They have to report it. They don't just answer to us. They answer to NRC and other people they have to report any of these things to.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, they go down for an hour. I mean, so in essence, you are depending on them to tell on themselves. I mean, if you want to put it in layman terms, you know, you tell on yourself if something went off for an hour, then you tell DHEC that it did. But there's no way that DHEC would know unless you tell them.
We tend to find them in the back end. We go out and do our inspections. We look through their logs, even when stuff's operating correctly, or when stuff's not operating, we tend to have them put, not operating. If we find an upset, we find a parameter that was outside of the reading, and they don't have a corrective action for it, then that's something we investigate.
Because what I'm saying is just based on how we do as humans. I mean, if it gets off a little bit, I mean, we might say, okay, it was off a little bit, but we're gonna put it in as being normal. But I mean,
they have to record the actual parameter as it read. If our inspector goes out and he looks at the gauge and it's not matching what they have down on their records, then that's a problem.
right, I believe all that. I believe you being honest. But what I'm saying is, it would be nice if you had some kind of independent computer monitoring system that would monitor things. I mean, when you're talking about this type of toxin coming into the environment, this is not simple like, salt and black pepper. This is some serious stuff going into the environment. And look like it should be more regulated than just depending on them to report on themselves. That's what I'm saying. I understand the standards are there. They know the standards. You know the standards. If there's, some situation where the standards are exceeded, they know the rules that they're supposed to report that. I know when everything is on paper. I understand how paperwork works. But we don't have a check system to make sure that they're not fudging, that they're not saying, okay, and we keep reporting on ourselves like this, the next 5 years, they're not going to issue us an apart, You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I don't know how to tell you other than it's not feasible for DHEC to be everywhere at once.
But what I'm saying, but how about a computer, some kind of computer? I mean, computers do everything now. They can tell me if I'm in Los Angeles what street to turn on. Right?
So it may be helpful if you, Chris, could describe the monitoring and testing requirements for the control devices. Those control devices are there to control the emissions, and that's what he's asking about. But those things